Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Degenerate coming at ya June 20th, 2019. Today, I want to talk about some shit coins and continue trading. I've been on vacation, got to go chill out in Puerto Rico. Then I had some work across the country on the West Coast, and I'm finally back home, and this is where I feel most comfortable trading. So, before I waste too much of your time, let's get into this. Here, I'm gonna move this screen over for me. This is what I'm looking at right here on the Zcoin trade. I was on vacation. I placed 3 trades and all of them were to take profit, and that shit was sick. Zcoin hit like 1700. It almost hit 1800. But would I touch this now? Fuck no. You have lower volume. If you were really trying to long that, you could go long closer to the 200-day moving average as like a retest. But until then, fuck. If it shoots, Zcoin was like a $100 coin at one point. Per fucking Zcoin, that $100,000 for a masternode, you could have just showed your masternode for. It's like $3,000 a couple months ago. But it serves a purpose. You can mint new coins, and that's lit. And I think that's a lot of the reason why it has popularity right now is with Binance KYCing everyone in the next 90 days. That was huge news. I think it's going to affect shitcoins in the future, but don't let that affect your trading. You don't need to trade 100 fucking assets. You can very much trade smaller assets. A smaller quantity of assets, rather. Or this is, it's a shit coin. You're trading the volatility on it. You're trading the market on it. Don't think of these as long-term investments, because they're not. They have a purpose today, at the moment. They have a PR article, and that is all they're good for. Taking that idea, let's look at Cardano, another shitcoin, but it's put out by Charles Hoskins, and that dude, founder of Ethereum, whatever the fuck, he knows how to shitcoin it, for real. He's created a lot of them with his company, and Cardano has some good, at the moment, good hype. They have a testnet. They just partnered with the country of Georgia. I don't know what the fuck Georgia does, but it sounds good. There's some research universities that I think are going to start working on the project. So this could very much be, looking at the US dollar price, this could very much be a right wedge. And, it could very well be until it breaks out of this. So, honestly, if there's a close above 11 cents, it'd be like, yo, I'm sold. If there was higher volume on that close, if it closed on this volume, I'd be like, no, don't take that trade. Just don't. But it could also be this right triangle that I had drawn, and this right triangle could actually be here. 9 cents. It could be up a little bit higher at 10.1 cents. And right now it's resting right where it opened back in September. So you don't know. Cardano was $1.20 at one point, but it was worth 20 cents for a long time. Just keep that in mind. Like, there's a lot of people that have bought Cardano at a higher price, which means that people who have valued it at a high, however they got to that number, whatever the fuck they've done, people have said, oh yeah, it's worth more. And I can see that through the prices reflected on the chart. Given people also have valued it at like 4 cents. Buyers came in at 4 cents. We're looking at the BTC value of what people have valued Cardano at. Every time it gets around this 1,000 Satoshi level, you give it a couple weeks and it's out of there. Even this past time right here, let me turn off this volume. Even this past time, it's been playing this range between like 980 all the way up to 1150, upwards almost 1200. That's still like a 20% range. Is it worth it to you? I don't know. But the range seems small enough that it's worth it to me to hedge a bit of my account that says it's going to go touch the other band. So I'll put money on it. Looking back at this week, you know, it's been less than a week being down at 830. But for real, if it breaks past this current, like, between May and now, if it drops past 900, I don't want to be in that trade. Like, let's be real here. Because this could also just not, if it falls here, like, where's the floor? Like, fuck, it was at 672 when it got released December 4th. That's like 30% lower. I would much rather have the 30% gain than hold a 30% loss in this shitcoin world. There are a lot of Cardano coins and they could go to zero. All of this could go to zero. But with the rising wedge and possibly a right triangle and looking at the Bitcoin comparison of having less volume as price comes down, it just looks like a failed breakout. Like, if I saw this going to the upside and this was opposite, I would say, hey, no, this isn't going to break out because it has a lot less volume. And if you looked at the RSI, this is currently lower. So it's not divergence yet. If this was below here and it was still below this, then like, yeah. But your OBV consistently going down does not look good. Everyone is just selling it. And I think it'd be a good time to hop on in because people have valued, whoever was doing an analysis on it decided that it was worth this price. So if I'm given a level of where to buy it at, I'm going to take it until it's not there anymore. Their 200-day moving average is up here at 1200 about. When I think about that in my head, the average price over the past, even longer than the past year, that people have paid for this coin is like 25% higher than what I'm paying for it now. If you go into a store and you're buying a product and the average price over the past 200 days was 25%, like, you know, you're not paying 25% more than it. It looks a lot better than holding Bitcoin if you're trying to long it at 9,200, where your 200-day moving average is only like $4,300 lower than where you're currently. It's only 50%. You're only paying a 50% premium. You're only paying double, literally, what the average was over the past 200 days. You're long in this, but you're not willing to also gamble on some Cardano. So like, I think it would be a lot easier to just put some money in this and to long it. And yeah, that's my goal. I'm not trying to convince y'all. Well, I mean, I am very much pitching it because I'm gonna do it, but you have to decide what's best for your own account. If you need this Bitcoin profit and you're holding Bitcoin, you should 100% sell as much Bitcoin as you need to sell to trade comfortably. Because if you're losing money and you're trading, each trade becomes a lot more stressful. Gambling fucking sucks, and nothing that I say is financial advice. You should figure out your own expenses and trade according to that. I'm real excited to make a few more videos coming up this week to talk about that. But for right now, I'm looking to enter in about 930, and I'm looking to cut it under 900. And my first goal is like 1160, and I'll take 33% of my account at that point. And then I'll wait until 1800 if that ever comes up here. And I'll take another 33% of my account. And if it for real pops off, I'm going to wait until 4,000. Fuck it. Sell it there. At that point, you'd be making like a 160% gain. Sounds pretty lit. I'm pretty about that. I would love to see that happen. And if you're betting a fourth of your account, that's 160% gain on a fourth of your account. That's a 40% gain on your account. Like, I'm not saying that's not gonna take a couple months. Like, look, this took from December all the way, from December 1st until January 1st. Fuck it, I can wait a month. Also, when you're looking at BitMEX, if you are looking at the new September contract, it's only been down, but you're still paying like a 3% premium on that. If you want to do some Contago, just guarantee 3% on your account just by holding this through September. It's a lot easier than buying a U.S. Treasury bond. So, even when you look at June's contract, you're paying like a 1% premium, which isn't that bad for just holding it for like a fucking week. You're holding this shit for a week. You're gonna make 1% guaranteed. If you want to take that long. So you could short this and you could long an equal amount spot, and then when this expires, you're going to end up taking a 1% profit in that account. And then if you're only risking 1% of your account, you negate the risk of that trade because you just made it here. Anyway, that's all I'm going to cover today. I hope y'all have a great trading week, and I hope you trade safe and manage your risk always. I'll see y'all in the future.